this time we've switched decks, so you're playing more of an aggro deck, I would say, and then for me, more of a hand management, kind of spell casty, I guess you could say, deck. So like every cardboard game, we gotta pick our songs first. Uh, Pretty much pick our set list. So we'll do that right now.
I wrecked myself last time because I did not choose it. I did not hold on to enough songs.
And I thought interesting, Kian, what you've done this week, which we haven't implemented into the game yet, into the Tabletopia, is that you actually made the cards. You increased the readability of the cards.
Yeah,
And can you say you're also looking for like a? Is it safe to say like a ADA approved kind of text too?
yeah. I have not run anything through ADA, but that's something I'm always conscious of. Typically, I'm used to dealing with ADA compliance on websites, but that is something I try to keep at the back of my mind whenever I'm doing any design.
Right. So that is something we're striving for, is making it the most accessible, I guess, card game in some ways. I'm not going to name names, but we can all name the card games that are just awful in design.
Oh man, made a mistake and I've drawn too many cards. So I'm just gonna.
All right. So while you're figuring out your hand and stuff, I'm going to go ahead and take my first turn.
Get it.
And it's interesting. You can't see my hand, but I have a lot of song cards, even after shuffling the deck. All right, we'll start it off with a quick song. Just letting everyone read it real quick.
Yeah.
And then, okay, so that's action number 1. Let me move my tracker. Boop. All right, and then I'm going to play Call and Response. Lets me search for a song card.
Wins card.
Or win card, yes. Correct. And let's see, how is the best way of... I'll tell you what, I'm going to put my whole hand over here, so no cheating. And then I'm going to take all of these cards and put them into my hand.
Do it.
And then I'm just going to pick one real quick. And we need them all to flip over. Okay, hang on a second while I manage the flippy over part. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. Let's see, what do I have? Oh, no. I still had them all selected. All right, I found my card. It's going to be an interesting choice. Let me select everything again. Hold, please.
Oh, I got us on free for all mode. I'll set the turns correctly in just a moment.
Yeah. Sorry, let me... Apparently these cards are acting up. There we go.
You missed this one?
Oh, yes, please. If you don't mind dropping that in there. I'm making my... Oh, no. Help. There we go.
No.
Oh, man. So close on there. There. Nope.
Oh, I got you.
Okay, I got a couple more cards putting in there.
Okay.
We're going to shuffle again. All right. So that took a little bit longer than I would say in a real game. I'm going to play Encore, which gives me, because of the song I currently have in play, Encore lets me, it's a finale, but I get to play. There's no timeline restriction. So I actually get 2 more actions, as we can see on the card there that Kian had brought up. So we're back up to 3.
Actually, you're gonna be at 2 because it cost you 1 to
Oh,
get
yes.
here.
You are correct. Yes. Yep. And then, you know what? I actually don't have any cards, so I don't know why I necessarily went with that strategy. So I'm going to draw 2 instead, and I will hand it over to you while I clean up my deck or my hand and draw back up to my hand limit.
Oh, my head. There we go. Now our turns are back on. Okay. I like the quick opener strategy too. So I'm gonna pull a similar move. I'm gonna play Maple and Twig. Once I complete this, if you have fame, sorry, if you had fame, you'd lose 1 when I complete this, and also I get to draw a card. A little bit of both worlds. And let's see, I'm gonna play Sign of Selene, which allows me to look at your hand and discard.
All right. Is there a quick way of selecting your whole hand, do you know?
I believe if you right click, you can say select all if you click on one of the cards in your hand.
Gotcha. And I don't know why it just draws some more cards with me for me. Or no, maybe not. I don't know what this card's doing here. Sorry, there was a little glitch. Half of it was in my hand and
Let's get rid of this guy here.
all right, another Encore.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to set myself up for later. So remove a composition card in your timeline. If it's a technique, draw 2 cards and gain 1 action. Remove this guy. That was not a technique. That was a boon. So we are done. And I'm going to end my turn.
So what's kind of funny is that Kian and I both designed the opposite decks essentially because of our different play styles. So it's kind of like a first, even though we've played as both, it's kind of like a first time playthrough again for both of us since we're kind of used to playing the opposite. Oof, what should I do? All right, I'm actually going to, no, I'm going to do different order on this. Draw 2 cards, then discard 1 of them. Fleet Fingers. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm actually going to do Echo, one of my favorite art design cards, to do the effect again. And it's actually done. My song is done. I was thinking it was a bigger song, so I was planning for a different move. So real quick, I got to discard my cards, do my song effect before I take my last turn. So let's see, song effect. I can ignore timelines. I get 4 fame. Drop it on the mat here to show how great I am. The patrons love my music. Put the song card into our catalog, so it'll be out of play for the rest of the game. And ooh, I have one. Hey, you know what? Let's go for this big guy here. I'm gonna drop him. He needs a 6 complexity rating. And you know what? I'm going to end my turn while you start your turn.
Excellent. And just because I forgot last game, I did want to call out that you actually do have an ability there. So
Right.
not that I'm trying to hamstring myself, but I just wanted to call that out. All right. So
And you could say Ribs is more of a passive ability in which he has 2 additional
yes,
cards in his hand size.
yeah, it's constantly active, unless. Oh no, sorry, I pressed a button. Okay, so I'm gonna do this card here, Accelerando, which remove from my song, and that was a technique, and so that means I get to draw 2 cards.
Ooh, and you had them stacked, so.
So I get down, and then I go back up because I gain another action as well.
And we kind of saw this the last time. Is Ribs is more of a kind of starts to fall short in the late game. So the strategy, I would say, if you're playing with the pre-constructed decks, is to try to get as much fame as quick as possible, and kind of set yourself up to rapidly, constantly be gaining fame.
So I'm paying the kick cost of this card, which is to discard 1 card. That's what this icon here means. We're going to add an inspire counter to this song. So that means I'm going to gain another fame once we score this thing.
Right.
And so now I actually do go down in action because I didn't gain one. Bam.
Ooh, finale.
Pull a finale on this guy. So this is the finale. It's the last card in the song, and I'm going to silence your target player's instrument for 2 turns.
Oi.
So, boop. I already grabbed you 1.
Great. Thank you, sir. I'll grab the other while you finish up.
So,
oh,
and discard these guys. Put this here. And I gain 1.
And then when it comes to tokens, green positive, purple negative, essentially.
Pretty much. And then I gain an additional 1 for this guy. And then my effect of my song, once on complete, I get to draw a card, and you lose 1 fame.
No. It's actually a pretty good 3 complexity song.
All right. I'm going to keep rolling right along. And pass turn to you, sir.
Awesome. Okay, so when you were finishing your turn, I draw back up to 6. I discard a couple of cards. I think to make my hand to make this a winning strategy. Oh, let me read my card effect real quick. Once per turn, you may. Oh, I forgot. You may. Ooh, look at the bottom 3 cards of my deck. Place 1 in your hand. Ooh.
Discard 1 card to look at the bottom 3. So it's just a reminder for playing on Tabletopia. If you hold Shift, you can actually pull from the bottom of the deck.
Do I want to do that though? I don't think I want to do that yet. I think I feel pretty good. I'm going to do, again, draw 2 cards. Bring my action down to 2.
reminding me to reset my actions for the next turn.
All right. Then I'm going to discard the first do time shuffle. That's not the discard.
Actually, you should be retiring that one.
Oh, retiring. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I got as the player board, what actually tells us all the symbols. Kian's got it for me. What to do. That is my bad. Retire the song in the timeline. Okay, I gain 1 fame. We'll do that. Back up to 4. That brings me down to 1 more action. Let's see, 3, 2. Yep, I get 1 more. Ooh, haha. Telling me to retire a song. I'll put it right back into my hand.
Yeah.
All right, so I will put this back in my hand. I'll discard and get my hand size back up, but I'll pass it on to you to start your turn.
Let's see here. So with this song, I'm trying to hit techniques. That's gonna boost it.
And one of the things of Rib's deck is I believe I'm right on this, if I remember correctly, that the chorus cards are actually technique cards, so you can rack up that fame if you have chorus.
It's a smart reminder from me. Uh-huh. I've got a plan. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna pay the tribute cost. This is gonna sound ridiculous. And I'm gonna dull my own song.
Okay.
Meaning it's gonna take me more cards to complete this song. And then I'm gonna play this guy here. So that completes it. And I will pay the kit cost. Let's see. I'll kick it with this guy.
For the
So
audience,
that means,
remind them what tribute means when you did the pull off.
yes, that is something I have been meaning to catch in the latest update for Tabletopia. Tribute is actually you pay 1 fame to activate the ability of this. So I could have played this card and not paid the tribute cost, and it would just be a standard composition with nothing that did nothing. But when you pay the tribute cost, you get the ability that is tied with that cost. So in this case, tribute was 1 fame. Let's see if I have. I'm gonna come in close. It gets a little grainy, but here are action guides, our icon legend here. So action, discard. This is new and hasn't shown up yet. Even and odd, accenting. Fame is this symbol here, and retire is this symbol here. So whenever you have a situation, so here we go. If any opponent has more than 6 fame, may lose 1, 2, 3 fame, and that's how that's noted. So if there was a card that had multiple, it would be listed in its tribute cost. At least it should be listed in its tribute cost. How many fame you need to tribute in order to activate the ability.
And that's the beauty of using Tabletopia for this and letting people play Card Bard before it's even printed, is just to catch small mistakes like that where
100%.
We have it nailed down on our Excel sheet and everything to make the game, but as things carry over, they might get dropped in that process. So I think that's the beauty of it. I think that's why we're doing these live streams, is to catch it, talk through it, just so when we early next year, Q1, when we actually deliver the game, knock on wood, there isn't a bunch of retcon or a bunch of rules that we have to write up. That other card games we tend to see in other card games.
Very well said. And that whole conversation actually leads back to This guy here, I kicked it, so you got to discard 2 cards, my friend.
Oof. And Kia knows. He would think I would be good at discarding, but in real card games, my discard pile is still a mess, even in physical versions. So tabletop, they'll hold it to Tabletopia of how messy my discard pile gets.
Yeah. What's nice about Tabletopia, which is something I don't do in real life, is I could just reach over and tidy things up for you.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
as much as I really want to, I don't do that in real life. So that was the end of my turn. So pass it while I do my cleanup phase,
Great.
or recovery phase. 2, 4, 8. So what my hand should be.
My favorite card, Fleet Fingers, lets me draw 2, then discard 1. I may have cheated this game and forgot to discard 1,
Uh-oh.
but I don't think it might. It might come back. I might watch this video over and then be, oh wow, that let me win. Okay, so just gonna cycle. I discard the first card in my timeline to gain 1 fame, and even though the
Grab the second card in the row, and it'll.
Hey, there we go. And even though they're the same card, placement matters in this game, so we got to do that. And it's not discard again. Kian reminds me it is retire. I got to get that
Gotta keep
out
you
of my
honest.
head. And then, oh man, I'm so good at this game. All right, I want to let's see, what is it? Replay the effect of that proceed echo in the timeline. So again, we're back up to time shuffle. I will place her in the retire spot, right? For the first time, I
Yep.
did it right. I
Nailed
gain
it.
1 fame. And retire like catalog means it's out of the game for good, unless there is a card that lets you pull it out of the retire pile.
Yeah, like many games and especially card games, the rules are the rules unless the card you're holding says otherwise.
Correct.
And that card is now the rules. I think that's a pretty common experience. I'm gonna go big. I think last time we talked about how I'm a big ramp player. So I'm gonna keep going with this this situation. I'm gonna kick it again, and I'm also going to dull my own song again. I think that this is a you know, this is not a typical way that you would play this. I know this is not the way that you, Aaron, would play this one, but that's how I'm gonna play this one.
I like it. I want to see where this goes.
Okay. And I just so happen I'm gonna keep going.
Oh man.
Oh no, I accidentally picked the bag up. I'm gonna keep this going. So now we have finished it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I've added myself. I've prolonged my song. I'm gonna keep it going. So I gotta hit 7 now in order to get this thing finished. So that was my second turn action. It's really not doing what I want right now. That's okay. Go ahead and play this one as my. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take that back if you don't mind, sir.
No, I'm totally fine.
And I'm gonna discard. No, I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna draw 1 as my final action. For this turn.
Okay.
While I recover, and pass it to you. Let's see here.
Dance of the Dead.
Just a reminder, because I'm discarding now. These guys are long gone, but we've forgotten.
That is. Oh, I think I might. I think you reminded me of something I need to do this turn.
2, 4.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yes.
draw
Now we're cooking.
draw the top card of the discard, which I actually don't want, but more cards in hand is always a good thing. 2. So just like this, I am going to pay 1 fame, and as I remember correctly, not discard, retire to
Yep.
was that?
I said, yeah, it was just agreeing with you. Yes, you are
Yes.
correct. That symbol is the retire symbol.
So now you don't draw for 2 turns or 1 turn. Your
I
next
was
step.
saying, oh God. Oh
That would have
no.
been OP if we did it that way. Yeah, if you don't draw your next step, I need to slow you down because I could see what's coming up on here. Ooh. Do my trusty fleet fingers again. Draw 2. Let me discard 1. And then that is the end of my turn, and I'll pass it on to you.
All right. I don't think what I've done here is exactly what I wanted. That's okay though. So I'm gonna. Oh no. I'm gonna start out with a power chord, and I will kick it by discarding. Now I'm actually getting token happy over here.
So now you add, so that means your song total, or your, not the complexity rating is still 4, dull to 7, but you'll gain 5 fame instead of 4 fame.
Correct. Correct. 1, 2. So I'm at 5 now. I need 2 more to pay this off. Tell you what, I'm gonna do it again. Oh man. Discard this guy. So that puts me at 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'd think I'd be able to count in my head. And then I'm gonna finish this one off, my 7th one. I'm gonna do a sleight of hand so I can grab a card. I'm gonna need that because you slowed me down. I can't draw this phase in my draw phase, in my recovery phase. So this song is completed. I don't know.
You gotta count your,
turning into Aaron over here.
remember to count your techniques too,
Ooh, good call.
because you get a fame, an additional fame for every 2.
Every 2. So let's see here. 1, 2, nope. 3. 3 of them. So I guess I get just 1 additional fame.
So that song paid off to be 7 in the end.
Hey. So
And I think that kind of officially brings us to the late game.
trying to organize over here. Okay, and I collected these guys. I got so wrapped up. Did I pay? Yeah, I think I played my final action. Yeah?
I believe so.
Okay. I'm going to end my turn. And don't get to draw this phase.
All right, so I get to retire another song. Let's do that. Let's select card. Oh, wait. Retire this. I totally just retired. I'm getting ahead of myself. I retired a card from my hand and not the first card in the timeline. So we'll do that. That gives me one more fame. So then we're at, so that means I need 2 more, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I could have finished it that turn. Miscounted on that. What do I want to do? Whew. You know what? I think I'm gonna do my favorite combo of the game. Play Echo and start this whole process open again. We're at gain. And actually, I am kind of in a bad spot because I feel like half of my deck now is retired. So that was my second turn. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oof. What should I do? What should I do? Hang on, I'm doing the math to see if I can win this turn, which I can't because 7 plus 5 or 7 plus 6 is 13. Yes, correct? Yeah, correct.
Yeah, sure.
I already know what card I want. My time shuffle back from the retired pile. So 1, 2, that was the last turn. I will finish my turn. I only grabbed 2 for some reason. Retire 6. I'll get my coin or get my fame. I'll card back up, but I'll let you start your turn so we're not waiting.
All right, this is gonna be a quick one for me because I didn't get to draw last turn. I'm gonna throw my song down. So this guy is Greed and Circumstance. If any opponent has more than 6, they lose 3.
Ah.
Oh,
that's it. Duh. That's when it's completed.
Yeah. So I'm gonna play a Hidden Triad. This is one of the chorus songs. Each subsequent copy adjacent to this song, this composition, gains you. The first one gets you nothing. The second one gets you 1 fame instantly. The third one, you get 2 fame instantly. And look at that! I got 2 of them.
Wow.
So I'm gonna pull that one. Like I said, this was a quick turn. Bam.
Okay.
Back to you.
So
All right, I got 5 cards. So I have exhausted my deck. So what I'm going to do, all I'm going to need to do is just take my deck, my discard pile, flip it over, give it a good shuffle, and then pull 2 fresh cards.
So I need to do the same. I actually gotta take my deck. Was it shift? How do you pick up the whole deck?
You can do a shift and drag across it.
There we go. Shuffle, do it twice because I'm OCD like that. That lets me draw 3 cards. I draw 2, and then I had to shuffle my deck. Okay, this didn't shuffle the way I would like it.
Random number generator.
Dang you. I gotta do it. I'm gonna slow you down another turn.
I know.
By putting another song into my that.
And what's great about doing that is you can, if you're strategic about it, you can get rid of cards that you know that you're not going to need with whatever strategy is that you're running.
Right.
And based situationally on who you're playing against, so that you can get the cards you do really want a lot quicker.
Correct. And theoretically, I can win next turn.
Theoretically, yes. Boom. I already know exactly what I'm doing.
No.
So I completed my
Just a
3
reminder,
chorus.
Hidden Triad, you actually have all 3 together, so you gain 2 fame for that.
Yep, I just grabbed my fame. All right. Oof. Okay. Let's see. I'll play a sleight of hand. A bit. Not the one I wanted necessarily. Got a situation. I'll play this one as my last for the turn. And I get to take a look at your hand and choose one to get rid of.
Oh, hang on. Let me draw up to 2 because I forgot to do that. And I draw 3, but I'll just discard and then reshuffle. Okay. Laying it out for you over here.
All right. Oh yeah, it's this guy.
So discard, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Oh wait, I don't get to draw this turn. I was about to draw. No drawing for me.
Oof. Okay, so I got 3. Oof. You may take 1 card from your retile pile and add it back to your hand. And you know what? I think I'm gonna just take not that card. Never mind. Let me look through the. Let's see. What would be the best way of doing this? Oh, hey, here we go. Ooh. Man, you might. So that was the first action I did. I think I might be actually overthinking this. Search your deck for a wins card. We're going to skip that because even though I have to do it because it is an action on there for time restraints, I will save that because I am bad at flipping over the whole deck. So I gained 2 because it was a finale. And let's see what I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then I finished my song. Where I would. Oh, is it an illusion too? Oh, please. Oh, man. So I gained 4 from that, and I think I won the game.
That's game, friend.
Woo! I tell you what, man. That for me, that deck was hard to play.
So I think I slowed myself down a little too much. So next turn I was gonna hit these guys here and pull 6 and drop 3 of yours, and that would have been my game. But you had me by 1 turn.
I did, yeah, and I think that's the beauty. I mean, I'm kind of happy every time we play Cardboard as a designer on the game. You know, I think okay, I might be a little bit what do you say, leaning towards favoritism towards it, but I do like that every game we played, it's come down to max maybe 2 turns where one of us was behind. I really dig. It literally comes down to the last. And I was gonna say I liked your strategy of actually doling the Tale of the Whitechapel. I would have loved to see rack up points with Hidden Triad on top of that.
That's what I was shooting for. I was hoping that that the draw would be in my favor, and I was going to get a hold of those quicker than I did.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, there's short deck sizes, so you're pretty unlucky, I would say, if you didn't get those with all the draw cards and stuff you got. So the game could have been completely different, I think, if the random number generator worked in your favor on that. But yeah, I think again we had a pretty fun game. We found a couple, like always, it's great. We found a couple of areas that we're missing some little details that we'll add to the next Tabletopia upload. So we got that, and we also have newly designed cards that I know you're wrapping up. Not much difference, just increases readability, maybe a little bit tighter uh, design of text, I guess you could say. Is there anything else you wanted to add before we wrap up?
No, maybe take a moment to talk about what we're doing with our manufacturing. So we're working with our manufacturing partners now, and that's part of why I'm so focused on getting these things as clean as we can get them, because I want to get us onto the manufacturing floor ASAP. And I think we're close. I think we're close. We're going to work through our rules a little bit tight, make our rules a little bit tighter. I think we're just about there with all of the art. There's a couple that could use some tightening, and then that's been my main focus this week. So we are getting there. Everything is looking really good. What are your thoughts? How do you feel about? I know you've been in touch a little more than usual with our manufacturing partners. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I actually think I actually talked to them this morning. They're putting the final pieces together, so then we could offload everything Keen has done to them, and then they get manufactured. So I think we're actually in, knock on wood, we're actually in a really good spot. We could pull the trigger today and get everything going, I think. I don't think that's the wisest move for us in the sense of we just want to, I mean, you guys spend money on this. We're really appreciative of it. We want it to be the cleanest possible. And so I think even though they're probably nitpick edits at this point, I think getting everything nailed down just really extends the longevity of Cardboard with future expansions and stuff. Because we want to be forward thinking how to add more cards and all that. So we want to make sure that this base game, even though it might take longer now than future releases, we just want to make sure that we're setting good framework to where, like I said earlier, we're not having to do, add rules or add pages to the rules, add ban lists and all that kind of stuff. So, I think we're in a really great spot. I feel like I just think it's great having that little bit of time to make it even more polished.
Nice. Yeah.
All right, yeah, and I
I
encourage
agree.
everyone to play. If you have any feedback, let us know. Like we just said, we haven't sent everything over to our manufacturer yet, so we would love to nip any issues in the butt before we do. So, all right, everyone, have the great rest of your week. Until next time, we'll see you guys next time.